everybody doing? Fine. Ready to take a boat ride? Okay. All right, well, my name is John. I'm going to be your boat captain for about 18 hours. So I have a little fun. About 35 minutes. A few safety announcements to make sure we have a good time. We do have life jackets to the very front of the boat. And those two blue compartments. There are 41 life jackets in there. We've never used them because this river's actually 3 feet deep. So if you fall in like I've done, just stand up, walk out. Now, if you do have a cell phone, we also ask you not to make a phone call or take a phone call. Hope that's okay. And that's just so everybody can hear the good stories I'm going to try to tell you. So if you want to talk in a whisper, unless you have a question for me, I've got so much stuff I want to tell you about. I might not be able to cover it all, but if I don't answer a question, feel free to raise your hand and let me know. That's pretty much it. Sit back, relax. It's my first day, so it's fun. Now I've been driving about 4 years. This is the River Center Mall, and I usually start off with a game called Ladies Against the Guys. Are you up for it? Ladies Against the Guys, all you have to do is help me out and describe what's unique about the mall, and then I'll tell you what's special about it. So anything unusual, different, or special?
We get there by boat.
We got there by boat! That's a 10-point bonus because the guy spoke first. Yeah, it's on a river. Whoa! Okay, I almost got hit by that pigeon. Also, there's no roof above us. A lot of glass. And then there's a band. And so great acoustics from this band called Andy and Fusion. And they play every day, year-round, with whistles, a bagpipe, and a guitar. Song, Would You Believe? Led Zeppelin, The Carpenters, The Eagles, The Beatles, Simon Garfunkel, Family Opera, Elvis Presley, even ABBA. Anybody know the song?
Tears in Heaven.
All right, guys are up again. Good job. There are 50 members of that band, 5-0, and so they can just rotate in groups of 2, 3, or 4 every day. In this case, 2. Let's talk about the mall. Ladies, I don't know if you like shopping, but suppose that you do. 115 stores. For the guys, 1 million square feet of air conditioning. 1 department store, 2 movie theaters. One's an IMAX. Got a really good story of the Alamo called The Price of Freedom. It's more accurate than the John Wayne version with the Duke or the Billy Bob Thornton version. Now, if you guys want, I'll give you a chance to touch these plants. And as a rule of thumb, this is only if you want to. They have a really nice soft feel. And what this is just some poison ivy right here, okay? It's split leaf philodendron, split leaf philodendron. If you look back at me, your driver, John, this is a lime tree. So if you look up, you'll see limes. They look like lemons because they're ripe. Just not even good to eat anymore. But lime tree is pretty rough. So much I want to tell you about. Look to my left, this is a taxi boat. Now, these are different. Notice there's a flag on the back. It's checkered yellow and checkered red. Now, normally the taxi boats are moving, but she stopped for just a little bit here, but they pick you up wherever you are, and they drop you off wherever you want. Now, all these boats look identical, so this guy looks just like me, except he's got a red sweater. So taxi drivers have flags. And you say taxi. Now, what's the difference? If you get on the wrong boat, taxi would be like this boat right here. If we were a taxi boat, I'd do this. It's a shuttle. Now, the taxi boats will pick you up wherever you are, and they drop you up wherever you want. But you're not going to say anything, so it's not a round trip. It's just a way to get around. That was a low bridge, right? Really low. All right, let's talk about the biggest questions people ask me. Number 1, is this a river or is it man-made? How many think it's a river? Can I have you be really bold at this point and raise your hand? Anybody think it's a river? Well, thank you. How many think it's man-made? Say, it's got to be built. All right, how many just don't think? It's both. Now, this is the man-made section. Behind us, it's going to split like a Y, and I'm going to show you that later on. So we're going towards the bottom of a Y-shaped extension. And this was built for the 1968 Hemisphere, and what that was is our birthday. We were expecting about 11 million people, because it wasn't just any birthday, it was our 250th anniversary as a municipal city, anticipating a big crowd. So the idea, water taxis, so instead of the river. That's what we did. Now the actual river is straight ahead where those umbrellas are. It's where we're headed. It's in the shape of a U, and so we call the river the Horseshoe Bend in the downtown. Now the source of this water is to my right or north of the downtown from an underground lake. It's called the Edwards Aquifer. And this water comes up crystal clear. It really does, believe it or not. It does a horseshoe in front of you, and then it goes to the Gulf of Mexico about 235 miles. And this water supply, again, is just a huge source. We don't even know how deep it is. That's Progress administration, and it gave people jobs during the Depression. Franklin Roosevelt was trying to do this New Deal and create lots of jobs in a lot of different ways. That's what he did. 435,000. Not bad. We've done so many improvements, it's really kind of hard to pinpoint what was the actual 435,000, but like this was built with 68. So, some weird things before we go to the main river. Look around. We don't have side rails. Kind of different. Not a lot of handrails on these sidewalks. No graffiti. Very clean. No trash. Really litter. Jones is no mosquitoes, summer or winter. And some of you know this. You can drink on the boats. You can drink anything along the Riverwalk because we're a city park. And we're not at street level. Now you tell us, right? Thanks. So this is the actual river. We're going to flow south. Mud bottom, 2 inches, in some spots up to 8 feet. Average depth's about 3 to 4 feet. It's again like a horseshoe. Now on the right-hand side, you're going to see a bicycle that's tied to some railing, and it's the only thing I could use as a reference point. This is one of our boat locations. And so we do have 3 locations. Our hours of operation are 9 to 9 p.m. If you haven't guessed, this is our slow season, really slow. January specifically, the slowest of the year. And so during our busy season, summer and the winter, when these lights come on, we've got big crowds. But 9 is when we'll be closed tonight. Unless it's real busy on a weekend, we'll stay after 9. But 9 o'clock's our hours. 9 to 9. Now on the left is the Hilton Palacio del Rio, and this story is just so crazy, it might blow your mind, but it's true. Hilton was built in 202 working days, okay, that's about 8 months. And the story is they sold all these rooms in anticipation of all these visitors for Hemisphere. All these people were going to show up, we didn't know what to do with them. So took everybody's money, there was nothing here. And they didn't think they could be open in time, and a company called H.B. Zachary says, we think we can do it through a method we're going to call modular construction. So the only thing they did is they built the first 4 levels on site. So the only thing made here was the first 4 levels of reinforced concrete. That's it. Rooms were actually made 8 miles south of the headquarters of H.B. Zachary, where these pre-made, prefab rooms, that's 496 rooms, were then brought in on trucks. When they arrived, they were stacked with a crane like Legos. So let's prove it. You look at the 5th level, the rooms look like they're staggered and tiered, like they're stacked. You'll see the brick on my left, it's a space of 20 inches of brick. That gap goes all the way to the top. It's a space to put the plumbing and the electrical cables for all the rooms. Number 3 is a website called YouTube. And if you go to YouTube, type in Hemisphere 68, you'll see them stack the rooms. And if it's on the internet, you know it's going to be correct. The rooms are furnished, would you believe, bed sheets, beds, light fixtures, pillowcases, towels, color TVs, AM, FM radios, automatic coffee makers, bottle openers, and carpet. Concrete walls, ceilings, and floors make every room a bunker. So concrete's going to be fireproof, soundproof, even honeymoon-proof. A crazy deal there. H.B. Zachary did that in 1968. He's from A&M. Now we've entered an area called La Villita, to our left. Now this area was originally settled by the Spanish colonial soldiers in the 1700s. And then in 1939, the National Youth Administration restored those old Spanish houses where now we find an artisan community. Closes at 6, though. Now, it seats about 800.